and welcome to our long-awaited start to Daytona State's 84,000 square foot, 3-story student center building. Let me first start by recognizing some of our special guests today, and if I miss someone, I do apologize, but I'm going to start with my District Board of Trustees. If you can stand when I call your name, and then we'll give them a round of applause. Our Board Chair, Farouk Husseini. Our Vice Chair is Stan Escudero. Bob Davis. Lloyd Freckleton. Marianne Haas. Betty Holness, Gary Lubai, and Ann Patterson. A round of applause for them. I'd be remiss to, let me also recognize a recent board member who's also here today, and that's Brad Giles. Brad, where are you, Brad? There you go. Thank you, Brad. This group has been so supportive of the initiatives of this college over my 2 years here. As president, and especially this particular project, because of what we will do for not only our students but for our community. Also want to recognize some foundation board members that are here today. Jeff Abbott. Jeff, you would stand please. We recognize Zach Bass. Zach here. Zena Grau. Howard Holly. Fred Snell. Bobby Thigpen. Thank you. Another special group that works tirelessly to help support the college. I also want to recognize a few members that are here from I have a Facilities Planning Advisory Committee. This group, instrumental in this project as well as a lot of our major projects. We have Chad Hazen. Chad, here, raise your hand, Chad. And the vice chair of my committee, and I probably should be paying him because I use him so much, is Rodney Cruz. Rodney, thank you. I also want to recognize some of our elected officials. Lynette Phillips is here for Representative Tom Leak. Lynette, thank you. From the City of Holly Hill, City Manager Joe Forte. Joe, thank you. Team Volusia, we have Keith Norton is here. Keith, well, thank you. And I know we have a lot of Team Volusia board members here. Thank you for coming. We appreciate that. Okay, so I'm so glad to see that you're all here today to share on our groundbreaking event. And I say groundbreaking in more than the obvious way. We believe our new facility will be one of the most comprehensive, spacious, modern student centers in Florida, especially for a community state college. Let me paint a picture for you. This center will become the focal point of the campus in both the service it will house and its central location. Its soaring modern design and size will present an iconic structure on International Speedway Boulevard. With walls made of native coquina stone and green energy glass panels, with beautiful bronze screens and a 30-foot tall portal, this building will be visible for miles around. It will be built with green construction principles that are resource efficient and environmentally responsible. Our thanks to Icon 5 for their design, and to Perry McCall that will manage this project, which will be completed in spring of 2019. Joe Tony and Heath and Myron, could you have your staff wave their hand and let's give them a round of applause. Truly a great team to work with. Let me say more about the building's architectural focus. It provides a heightened sense of community for students with smart layout for crucial services, innovative academic support resources, and first-rate dining and hospitality options. Most importantly, our students will gravitate to it as a central resource. In fact, much of the building design and contents are a direct response to the wishes of our students. We gathered feedback during focus groups with a variety of student clubs and organizations. As an academic resource, the building will embody a design and function for modern-era higher education. It will facilitate a paradigm shift in how we approach teaching and learning in the 21st century. It's about engaging students on many levels. We know that students who are involved in college life are more likely to achieve academic success and complete their degrees. This facility was designed with that in mind. It will be a place where students can socialize and interact with their peers, as well as with faculty and staff, offering resource and guidance they need to stay on track. In addition to offering academic support services, this facility will house our library and writing center, as well as study commons, state-of-the-art classrooms, conference rooms, and a large event center. I should note a few interesting facts. The Daytona State Library provides support to about 1,200 students each week. In a year, users access electronic resources over 300,000 times, check out 12,000 books, and ask over 4,000 reference questions. The Writing Center handles over 5,600 tutoring appointments and over 5,300 walk-in visits each year. Across all these services, the new facility will enhance digital and information literacy for students and faculty and staff. Equally important is the workforce transition aspect of the new center. Our Career Center office is a one-stop resource for career planning and job placement. Students and alumni can explore career options, find employment opportunities, create resumes, practice interviewing skills, and learn how to dress and act professionally. At the same time, Career Services will have meeting space for businesses to interview students and alumni for jobs, internships, service learning opportunities, and cooperative education. We know that these services are key to student success and important for the region's economy. In fact, our Career Services has seen an 80% growth in use just over the past 2 years, serving almost 7,500 students each year. It's pretty fantastic how much added value the Student Center will bring to Daytona State, our students, and the community. I expect that on any given time of day or evening, people driving by will wonder what's going on in this building. It will be in constant use. Many, if not most of the DSC's 27,000 students will at one time, or many times, make use of this new Student Center. On that note, let me introduce the chair of the college's District Board of Trustees, Farouk Husseini. She and her husband, Maury, as many of you may know, are huge supporters of higher education and of Daytona State in particular. Thanks to their combined efforts and those of our board members, the legislatures and governor funded this construction of this project at $32.6 million. Thank you, Farouk and Maury and board members, and welcome to the podium.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, look at that crowd. Thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your busy schedules. You know, my professional job since I've been on this board is to get on a plane, fly to Tallahassee, and start begging. So my professional job, instead of calling me board chair, it could be the professional beggar, because I'm very, very good at that. But I have to tell you, there are many, many beggars, many colleges, universities, and schools, and everybody begs for the same amount of money. So the better you beg, or the better you marry, the more money you get. So this is what happened. I've been going to Tallahassee year after year, professional beggar, done a great job. Don't I do a good job, Tom? And then, so I remember this speaker, Will Rutherford, I did my bet and he said, how much money do you want? I said, anything in double digits will do. And he's been using that ever since. But what happened was, and the reason that we did get the money not that year, but the following year, is because we invited him to Daytona Beach. And Maury Husseini went to the airport, picked him up, and brought him and showed him our student center. And he said, this is where thousands of our students from Volusia and Flat Lake counties come for as their student union. And don't these students deserve better? It was literally that visit, Olivia, that when Speaker Rutherford came over here, made the difference for them to start funding us. We got $18 million that year, and then the rest of the money subsequent years. You know, we did our professional begging this year, and as Tom knows, and no, he's not shy about calling midnight, Saturday, Sunday. He figured this is a 24/7 job for his board chair, and which it really is. But same thing happened this year. We weren't in the budget. We got the, you know, I'm the professional beggar. More is the professional lobbyist. And then our professional lobbyists got the money for this year. So if the students only knew what we do and how hard we work to make sure that you get the best of everything. And my daughters complain, and UF did this and DSC did it. I'm like, if you only knew what we did for you, if you only knew how much we work to make sure that your lives and your school and your experience is better, once in a while when something is not perfect, you'll forgive us. There are specific people I need to thank. Obviously, number one is Speaker Rutherford, who started that, and Mori Husseini, and obviously our governor for funding this. But then Tom had this FPAC committee put together, and oh my God, Rodney Cruz and Chad, and I'm not sure who else is here, but I heard your names. Thank you. Your hundreds of hours of meeting and helping us to make sure that we build it in the correct way. Whenever they are, when they need opinions to give to me, they ask me to show up, and I do. And I've been invited to their meetings from time to time. And they helped us pick the very, very best architects. I mean, where's Joe? I would recommend you to every school in United States of America, if not Germany and France and every other country, because you are that good. And I really appreciate your tireless efforts and meeting with so many of our students, so many of our constituencies, and about 150 times with me, and to know exactly what we want. And he really got it. Didn't he just get it? And Rodney and Chad, if it wasn't for you guys, we would have never been this far. We are very appreciative. I'm very excited about Perry McCall. They are an amazing, amazing construction company. They work very, very hard. Heath is here. I don't know if anybody else is here, but we want it cheap and we want it quick. Just want to make sure you get that message. Cheap and quick. Thank you very much. Oh, I was supposed to read from this. Sorry. Somebody wrote beautiful notes for me. I completely forgot. My apologies. Is that okay? Do you want me to read it? Okay. Because then I have to say good morning and thank you for being here. With that, I'd like to start, ask our student SGA President, Olivia Stewart, to come here. We are so proud of you. We're not happy that you're graduating. You have to come back and visit us. She's been amazing. Olivia?
Thank you, Dr. LoBasso, trustees, and guests. What a great and beautiful day to celebrate the start of our brand new Student Center. This is a huge deal for us, for the 27,000 students of Daytona State College. This is a building where student life will be front and center and have no choice but to flourish. It will be an inviting place for all students to participate in social activities or quiet study, hopefully both. Our new Student Center will become the heartbeat of campus. It will help foster a sense of pride at Daytona State. Some of our student clubs are here today, as well as members of PTK, which is our National Honor Society for exemplary students. We are very thrilled for this new building. Speaking on their behalf, we expect it to do great things for the college, and we're glad to have been involved in the planning for this architectural, incredibly facility. We participated in brainstorming sessions with the architects a while back, and a crucial component that we told them we needed was more space for student activities and student organizations. And we are very pleased the architects took this into account. Having more office space for SGA and PTK, as well as all the other clubs on campus, will allow us to get into groups and collaborate more effectively. This will hopefully build memberships that will last longer and make our clubs more full of people interested in making our campus better. It's beyond exciting to think about the thousands of students from all walks of life, from all backgrounds of life, that will come through those centers' doors. I know we are all very grateful for what this facility has to offer and how it's dedicated to our success and our future. So thank you, President LoBasso, thank you, Trustee Husseini, and the rest of the Daytona State trustees for all you've done to bring this much-needed student center to fruition. And if it isn't plastered all over the new walls of the Student Center, I know every student inside will be saying, it's always a great day to be a Falcon. Thank you.
Thank you. This concludes the remarks for the event. At this time, we're going to move to the station, and if I could have the trustees and Olivia for the first photo, and then we have a variety of